guys, it's Jessie, and I straight ironed my hair for the first time today in like 3 or 4 months. My hair has gotten ridiculously long. You can't even see it in the full frame. I mean, my hair is just so long, but I can't decide what I want to do with it. So I don't want to cut it until I decide what I'm doing. So it just continues to grow long and crazy. What am I gonna do with you? So today's look is inspired by something I saw on Instagram about a month ago. It's from a girl whose username is MadPels. I will link it right here somewhere. I thought this was a super cute, colorful eye look, so that is the inspiration for today's look. Since there is a lot of color in today's look, I'm gonna start on my eyes. I'm gonna start by priming with my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. And the first shadow I'm going to use is Bon Fresco in the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. And I'm just going to start working that above my crease, since we are going to do kind of blown out look today. I was talking this morning to my friend Ashley. She and I talk like constantly about makeup that's coming out and what we're going to buy. And we were discussing this morning about the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette, which already came out, I think, on the ABH website, but it's coming out, actually I think it's coming out tomorrow on Sephora. And I was saying that I really want it because it's so pretty, like the colors in it are so pretty, but the only thing that's disappointing is it has a few of the same colors that are in the Modern Renaissance palette. So to me, it's not really like worth it to spend the money on a palette that has a lot of the same colors. And on one hand, I feel like the two palettes would be very complementary to each other, but I'm not super excited about paying $45 to get some of the same shadows. So I don't know about that one. It does look really pretty though. Next, I'm gonna go into Love Letter for a bright pink look. I just love this Modern Renaissance palette so much. I know I say it all the time, but it's so true. Just love it. And once I've got most of the product off the brush and blended into my eyelid, I am going to kind of blend out the end here because I want that to just fade out. My dogs are driving me absolutely insane today. It rained all morning, and so when it rains, Cooper will not poop outside. He will not poop in the grass. So he's in his crate right now. It's just that kind of day. Next, I'm gonna go into my Juvia's Place Zulu palette and pick up the purple shade. That was the other thing Ashley and I were talking about this morning because she ordered a couple of the Juvia's Place palettes. I'm saying how much I love this palette and how much I use it when I'm doing like colorful looks because it just has everything. I'm putting this mostly right in my crease and then down onto my eyelid. Once I have that purple down, I'm gonna go back in with a little bit more Love Letter to just make sure that that is staying pink. Next, I want to bring some bluish green onto my eyelid. So I'm going to go into my Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette and go into the shade Enchanted. And I'm just concentrating this on the outer V of my eye. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and stick it on the inner corner of my eye too. And then for the center of my lid, I'm going to go into my Morphe 39A palette and pick up the shade Color. It's weird to name an eyeshadow color. And then on top of that, in the very center of my lid, I'm gonna go into the shade Taylor for just a really quick, bright pop. And then I'm gonna go back with the brush that I used with the Enchanted color. I'm not gonna even put any new product on there. I'm just gonna blend out the edges with whatever's left on the product and what's left on my lid. Okay, so I went ahead and threw on some lashes and cleaned up under my eyes off camera. To start on my face, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of toner. I'm gonna use the Pixi Glow Tonic. I just picked this up yesterday. I know a ton of people have been talking about it, I've seen. And so I thought I would try it out. Then I'm gonna go in with my usual Skyn Iceland moisturizer. And then for primer, I'm gonna use the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. For foundation today, I'm gonna use the CoverGirl Healthy Elixir Foundation. I was cleaning up my makeup this weekend. I was reorganizing kind of this whole room. I reorganized the closet in this room. And so I was kind of just reorganizing and throwing some stuff out and just generally cleaning up. And I decided to count the amount of foundations that I have. And it was a lot. So I think I might do one of those mixing all my foundations together videos because I have a lot of foundations. I've only used this foundation a couple of times. I really like it. I think I need to pick it up in one shade lighter. This is Nude Beige and it's just a tiny bit dark on me. But I also need to tan so that I'm not this ghastly shade of pale that I seem to be constantly complaining about. So I think once I tan, this will be a perfect shade. And then for concealer, I'm going to use the ColourPop Light Neutral. So our kitchen renovation got a little behind schedule because of our contractor, but he should be getting started in the next couple of days. I am so ready to have my new kitchen. We demolished the old one 2.5 weeks ago, and living without a kitchen is just not fun if you've ever gone through this. It's just no fun. Our bathroom has become like our makeshift kitchen, which is just ridiculous. Our house was built in the 1970s and it really hadn't been updated that much when we moved in 4 years ago. The kitchen literally had no storage. It did have a pantry, but it didn't have room for a refrigerator anywhere in the kitchen. So we ended up bumping out the pantry and putting the refrigerator where the pantry used to be, since we didn't really have any other option of where to put the refrigerator. It's just we have a really kooky house, and it's just one of the kookier parts of it. But that won't be a problem in another couple of weeks. To set underneath my eyes, I'm gonna use my Giorgio Armani powder. Also set my jawline. Okay, I very quickly filled in my brows. I didn't spend a lot of time on that because you're really not gonna see them anyway. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and work on my under eye. I think instead of pulling the pink down into my lower eye, I'm gonna bring more of that really cool tone green blue in. So I'm gonna start by going in with some of the Enchanted shade in my Jaclyn Hill palette. And then I'm gonna go back into that shade Color and put that in my lower lash line as well. And then I'm just gonna take a clean brush and just blend that all together. For the inner corner of my waterline, I'm gonna use the NYX Aqua Green Liner. And then I'm gonna run some black liner in the outer corner. Okay, that about finishes up my eyes. Next, I'm gonna bronze with my Benefit Hoola bronzer. For blush, I'm gonna go into my Morphe 9N palette and pick up this shade right here. The sun is coming in strong. For a little bit of highlight, I'm gonna go into my Becca Champagne Pop. It's funny because I've been trying to find like the perfect highlight brush. I've tried out so many different brushes with highlighter and I don't like the way they turn out. And I was rearranging my brushes last weekend and I found this brush and I was like, ooh, I should try that with highlighter. It's the Morphe E20. And you know what? I actually like it more than any of the other ones that I've played with. Interesting. To line my lips, I'm gonna use the NYX Mahogany Liner. And then over top of that, I'm gonna go in with the Smashbox Big Spender Liquid Lipstick. And then to finish off, I'm gonna use my Morphe setting spray. Okay, and here's the finished look. I feel like this is another kind of like mermaid chic look, but I don't care. I love it, and I hope you do too. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.